Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to the Jenna Lee Show. I'm Jenny.
And I'm Celie.
And we are Jenna Lee. So, guess what today is?
We're so excited. It's one of our favorite days.
It is Global Accessibility Day. Do you know what that is?
Find out more after this.
Jenna Lee Show. Try everything. The Jenna Lee Show. Try everything.
Okay, so accessibility is something that we are really passionate about, and Celie will probably tell you a little bit why personally she is such an advocate for this, and we both have students with dyslexia. So it's really, and accessibility is really becoming the big buzzword this year. But we wanted to share 5 myths about accessibility with you.
We want to debunk these myths for you to make it a little more easier for our students to get the tools and care that they need in their learning experience. So we're going to share with you a quick screen.
An amazing Adobe Spark page that Celie made. It's pretty fabulous.
We will tweet it out for you too. But 5 myths about accessibility. So myth number 1, accessibility is just allowing lazy students to be lazy. We hear this a lot, right? And we know that students who need these tools, a lot of times they look like they're being lazy. Like Jenny mentioned, I have a son who is dyslexic, and she also has a daughter who is, and so we see this a lot. But for these students, he has to work twice as hard as I do, if not more than that, to read the same passage due to his disability. So a lot of times they do look like they're lazy because they are tired, they are worn out in reading a long passage, and it takes so much more effort. The same way that if we saw a student who had poor eyesight and they were reading it and kept stopping, and they might look lazy, but we diagnose it and we say, oh, they need glasses. So let's get them glasses. Let's get them the tool they need.
To be successful.
Right, the same thing for dyslexic students or other students who have these disabilities. You would want to give them the tool they need and equip them with that tool. So making sure that we don't view students necessarily as lazy and making sure that we figure out what do they need and then equipping them with it.
Exactly. All right, number 2, accessibility tools help students cheat.
We hear this a lot too. So a lot of times people will say, oh, well, this just lets students cheat. You know, they get these helps where it reads to them, or they can speak and it types for them, and that's just cheating. They need to learn to write, which we understand that and we see that. We are both educators and we don't want students to cheat. But at the same time, we know that these tools are actually just putting students on the same playing field as their peers. So it's not cheating, but it's allowing them to operate on the same level as everyone else in class.
Yep. Number 3, accessibility tools are just for people with a disability.
That's a good question, because sometimes we say, oh, well, only these students can use these tools. Why? Oh my goodness, we live in a society of efficiency and technology has come so far. We should be using these tools for every student, not just those who need it.
She likes to use me as an example.
I do.
Because I don't type very well. Like, she's sitting over there like typing like crazy, but when I want to...
Miss Thompson, just had to throw a shout out, Billy Thompson.
I don't know what I was doing in typing class, but I wasn't paying attention, I guess. But if I have a long email or something that I know is going to be lengthy, I will actually speak it into my phone and email it to myself, and then I'll open it up and do my edits. I speak all my text messages pretty much, because I'll go to type it and I'm like, oh, I could just say this so much faster. So I use it on a daily basis regularly just for the speech to text in many aspects of life.
And she is converting me on texting. So instead of texting, I will actually speak it and then go back and fix it.
They make fun of me though, because I sound very robotic and non-emotional.
This is so cool. It's great.
But it's for everybody. And we have some resources we're going to share with you in a little bit. There's a great article here on why learning tools are for everyone. So Microsoft has some amazing learning tools built into their products, and that can just help all of us. So not just people with disabilities.
Yeah, and they've just started doing research on it and how these tools are actually helping every student in the classroom, like learn their sight words, because they can actually see the words being lit up on the screen. So more stuff is coming out with that. We're excited about that. Yeah. So, all right.
All right, number 4. Accessibility tools are expensive. Are they, Celie?
Well, they used to be back in the day. You know, my hair is great, so I am getting a little older in age, so I can say that, I guess. But back in the day, they used to be, right? To get Dragon dictation or other dictation tools, it used to be very expensive. But now, guess what?
Free!
Woo! They're free, especially
Thank
with
you,
Microsoft. Yes. So here are 2 free tools in this on the site for you, Learning Tools and Dictate, that you can download and explore and see how awesome they are.
And even like our phones, like if you have an iPhone, there are so many things in your iPhone that you might not even realize. So we have a resource page in the notebook we're going to share as well, just things you can do in your phone. Like I have to help my mom enlarge everything, to see. She is a little older, so she's not watching.
We love you, Mom.
But there's a magnifier, all kinds of things that we need that we have accessible in our hands, basically, with our phones and other tools that we have readily available.
We love technology.
Phones are expensive, but
but all of us pretty much have one.
Yeah. All right, number 5. I don't know how or where to find these tools. That's a good question. Okay, that's great, but where can I get these resources?
You are in the right spot, and one lucky person today. Woohoo!
Because it is Global Accessibility Day.
It is. So if you click Accessibility Tools here, la la!
Yay!
It's going to bring you to our EMS ISD website on Instructional Technology page, and we have, Jenny especially has done tons of work on this.
I worked on it. They made it pretty.
Now, if you click here, let me scroll down a little bit more so you can see it on the page. There we go. Click this awesome pretty button here.
That Jennifer made.
Jennifer made. She did. It'll bring you straight into our OneNote filled with awesome tools for accessibility.
So this is OneNote. So if you're not familiar with OneNote, it's pretty easy to navigate through. On the left-hand side, right there in the landing page, there are your buttons that will take you to the different pages, sections actually over on the left-hand side. I don't think it's
I'm in the editable version too. Yes. So sorry guys, you guys can just click. I actually have edit rights, so that's why.
And then it will take you over to the section. So we have quite a few sections there. We have some information on the Immersive Reader, which will read your text, and that is built into the app, OneNote app, Word. We have all kinds of ways to access Immersive Reader. You can download it. That is a great feature available. It's free, so check that out. So lots of things there. Here talks specifically about OneNote and how the learning tools can be used through OneNote, but you don't have to use it just in OneNote. Speech to text, some different things there, which we kind of talked about with speech to text, and then text to speech also. So some different resources and good articles and links that explain more about how to utilize these tools as well. We've got some good study tools. So Quizlet quizzes, got some oral accommodations there with those study tools that your students can use.
Use them and they're fabulous, so check them out.
And Office Lens, there's also a tab there on Office Lens. If you haven't used Office Lens, it's fabulous. You can take a picture of anything, and then it actually has an Immersive Reader feature built into it, so it will read the article. So I always tell my daughter, if you get this long passage for homework, just take a picture of it and then just hit play, and it will actually read it to you. So lots of great things you can do with Office Lens. You can edit a Word document, open it up and edit it. So great tools there, and that's in the OneNote, and you have access to that.
So in honor of Accessibility Day, we want to encourage you and we challenge you to learn about one new accessibility tool. Because it is important for our students and for you as educators to be able to equip our kids. So we encourage you to learn about one of these tools. You can learn anywhere you want, just we want you to look for one.
And if you are an educator and you're available this summer, we will be presenting at TIA in Denton. So sign up for that. It is July 17th and 18th. We'll be presenting on accessibility, and hopefully we get accepted to FETC and we can present there on accessibility as well. All right, so we have a challenge for you all. So we got our cool Gently stickers in.
Yay!
So
Look
we
at this.
want to give a sticker away. But you have to subscribe to our channel. So hopefully you are. And if not, go ahead and subscribe. But if you are, that's great. Go ahead and tweet out this video once we get it out there, and you can tweet it. And then hashtag Gently, so we know.
And we only have a few of these adorable, cute stickers.
Yeah, you want to be one of the first.
That's right.
To
so
get
be
it.
one of the first ones to hashtag Gently and retweet this, and we will connect with you on Twitter and send you one.
All right, thanks. That's enough for today. We've got to run, but we hope you will go check out some accessibility features. Have a great day.
We want to help you.